Yesterday there was a late Halloween party at Mrs. Evans' house. Mr. Henry told Mrs. Evans to invite the whole staff to the party. For the purpose of this story, you really need to know that these people were at Evans' house at the time of the crime. Mr. Bringle, Mr. Burkhart, Mr. Brilhart, Mr. Howard, and Mr. Ted Webster. Also, there was Mrs. Minner, Miss Mikuleski, Mrs. Akins, Mrs. Colley, Miss Mice, and Mrs. Webster. It is also important to note that all of these people are pretty close friends. They do everything together. They don't just work together. They also hang out and do stuff outside of work. Some of you may already know, are married or are related, making their bonds and connections even stronger. There are also a few connections that you may not be aware of. Mr. Henry, the leader of the pack and their principal, was found at the bottom of the stairs unconscious. Henry was inside using the upstairs restroom before he was found at the bottom of the stairs. There were 3 people who found him. Miss Mikuleski and Mrs. Webster were chatting in the kitchen when they stumbled upon the scene. Bringle, his best friend, and his nephew was talking on the phone when he walked by and saw him. Mr. Henry woke up and was unconscious for a bit, long enough to name suspects, but was then put into a medically induced coma. At this point in time, we are coming up to the scene to investigate. We learned upon arriving that he has already been taken to the hospital, and we do not know the extent of his injuries or if he will survive. You are now one of the detectives assigned to this case. You must get to the bottom of this by truly putting yourself in the shoes of each person of interest and collecting evidence along the way. Good luck. You are going to need it.